eyeing on the Yuzong and the Atlas here, but the introduction will come from Blue Fire on a Kufra.
For sure. And Blue Fire is on home. They're on home color. So I think that's going to buff them a little bit in this game. They're on the blue side. So obviously the blue side is great for your big priority picks. I like that we also expected Yi Sun-shin to make an appearance, but it didn't happen on the first pick. So that Uranus first pick last series really did a big number on their opponent. So maybe we'll see that again this time around.
And again, remember, paired with the Uranus would be of the answer in Esmeralda.
Yeah,
right.
For
so
sure.
let us see. Let us see. Again, we'd want to see the first roll out of the bans. There we go. We got the Yuzong now coming in from the side of Blue Fire.
Absolutely.
Still, we do not believe that the guy is nerf.
I was reading the patch notes earlier. I was saying all of that's arrowed down. Not really. I don't
really.
Feel,
No
I don't
problem
think
on
so.
that part. Again, there we go. We got the Atlas ban. Now, let's see here. Things will become much clearer once we see the third ban. Will there be a Uranus? Because right now, for the available options on first picks, we can have the Farsa. We can have it can body. We have the Farsa. We can have the Uranus. Yes. We can even have an opener on the PNK. But my best guess is the PNK might go on to the second cycle.
Yeah, I haven't seen an opening for PNK yet. Maybe on the second pick for the
it's been weeks. It's been weeks since people stopped opening with PNK.
Before it was a big priority pick, but now I think Farsa, because Farsa has been proving to be a better pick for the support role, a lot of teams are actually fighting each other over the Farsa.
Yeah, so right now, from the looks of it, there's a good option of choosing. Yeah, there's a good option of choosing fighters right now. The Trinity of tanks now remove here, Atlas, Uranus, and Kufra. Now, forget about the Khalid. I always forget about the Khalid.
We always forget about the
because
Khalid.
He's the newest one. He's the newest one of the first pick priority. That leaves the Farsa open. That leaves we won't be seeing any Esmeralda here. That leaves the Farsa open.
So Farsa is obviously one of the
YSS.
picks.
Let's see. I mean, but YSS
we have a lot of
I haven't seen the YSS in game number 1, but let's see if what will be the first priority here.
So obviously, Yi Sun-shin and the Farsa are going to be the biggest competitions right now. Other than that, you can try to prioritize your tankiness. I don't know what kind of tanky heroes they're gonna pick.
With the Uranus gun, you could also go for your fighters. You can also choose. Actually, you know, something safe for Blue Fire. Open up with the Chow.
Oh, that's a very good one.
BNK is actually wow.
Wow, these guys. I don't mind that we're getting these.
You ban the Uranus, you choose the Esmeralda.
Obviously, right? I don't know what the reasoning for that is, but obviously, if you do that, I think I would have preferred if the enemy picked the Uranus, right? If I have this, instead they will be going for the FAMs, and Esmeralda can't really lane against the FAMs that well in the especially in the early parts of the game. So. Man, these decisions from Blue Fire is a little 50-50.
I think that's too. Yeah, I think that's too revealing. They could have chosen the Farsa. Honestly, they could have chosen something safe. They could have chosen the Thams, right?
Yeah.
Even an Xborg, honestly.
Xborg has been banned a lot. I don't know why by Brand Sports.
Yeah.
And the Omega.
But they're actually choking the fighter.
Yeah, that's a bit weird considering. Or maybe it's because
that
the tanks...
That lead to Kenji in actually choosing Angela Sideline.
Yeah,
Angela Sideline, right? So, right now, there we go. You got the Farsa in. Well, this is an opportunity for Blue Fire to actually choose a core. Remember that there is a Tuban that can come in from the side of Execration, and Execration can choose their third pick as another core. So that denies 3 cores for Blue Fire. Let's see, course or carry. Let's see if a carry will be chosen. I mean, the carry hero will be chosen, not exactly carry. Okay.
Because I think aside from the Claude, carry is a great option.
You could have first picked the Hilda, right? You could have first picked the Hilda.
This is so weird.
Why Esmeralda? But
yeah. Overall, Blue Fire is building such a tanky lineup. If you notice, all of their bans are tanks, and all of their picks are tanks. I don't know what is up with Blue Fire with this one.
Yeah, but man, you can even have the support, and obviously Farsa will go for support. You can even have a Changu once again here. I'm starting to really like Changu. You know, build a very early Necklace of the Rats.
That's gonna happen.
NOD.
There's a very good chance
on team, and
it's gonna happen.
just have the Thams here with the Execute, just to finish the life quick here onto Limbs and Creep. So remember that the Execute actually bypasses the shields.
That's right. That's right. So a big question mark here for Blue Fire still. And because of their pickings, it's so easy for Execration to just ban out some of the biggest carries of this game. But one thing is maybe we can ban out that Chang'e, because if Chang'e gets into this lineup, that's very scary. They have a lot of long range engage, long range damage output that can be zoned very well.
Yeah, well,
by
it could
the
be.
Gatot
But yeah, by the Gatot and
and the Hilda.
well, for the side of Blue Fire here, they still have one option for the utility support, and although few did successfully pulled off the utility support Changu, I'm not so sure if Blue Fire will opt into that.
That's true.
They're
Popol and
removing the
Koopa's banned out. That's
Yeah.
weird. A little weird for me. I mean, they would have liked. I would have liked to pick Popol and Koopa for Blue Fire for this one, to be honest.
Additional shield
Yeah,
for
I know.
the Esmeralda, for the melee. You can actually body block, and you can actually you can easily ignore the wolf like Popol
Yeah,
here.
that's right. That's right. Man.
Even if that's chosen. But you know what's one of the strongest heroes of Blue Fire, going back into Blue Fire, is of the Hilda. Crimson has been
Absolutely.
stellar on the Hilda last week.
And it does work well, like if ever Execration tries to go to pick up that Diggy because they they hated it and now they're
Yeah.
gonna do it. I don't. It's an easy pick. That it's if you pick a Hilda, that's equals no Diggy for the enemy, right? It's so difficult to play Diggy to do that feeding comp for against a Hilda because as was explained, Hilda just does so well when you max out the stacks.
Yes, yes. Hilda is the #1 counter.
Number
For
one,
Diggy,
no,
yeah.
no
Support
doubt about
Hilda,
it.
guys. And again, you might be thinking, what about Aldous? No.
Not really.
Aldous is very slow.
Easy to maneuver around. The
Yeah,
outpost, for sure.
and Aldous wants to get into the lane and get the stacks on turrets.
Yeah, mostly
on
on
Diggy.
turrets and minions.
On
right?
minions, but not
Not
on
on-
Diggy because
It's very unreliable.
again, you don't want to sacrifice your side lane just to get a kill on a support.
Yep.
But you can it's totally okay to kill a support using a support.
Yeah.
That's why it's Hilda, guys.
Support
Choose
Hilda,
Hilda, yeah.
not off lane Hilda.
Yeah.
Okay. So for
Yeah,
now, I feel like we're getting choked on carries, and the Claude gonna be picked up by
Alright.
Execration. So
It's okay, totally okay.
I
right?
like it. I
Yeah.
actually like that. I would have liked Claude on Blue Fire, but instead Execration deny pick it.
Yes, yes. No, that was great. That was great on Execration. Also banning the Lancelot. Beautiful
Yep.
for that part.
Good
It
luck.
is gonna be very awkward for Blue Fire to choose a Ling right now for them, right?
Yeah, these are the heroes that Chu Execration's thinking. What are the heroes that Chu likes to play? Freya is still something that they tried to pick but failed with it. It was very strong,
Yeah.
but the funnel Freya was something that did not work. I wonder if they're gonna try that again today. That's a big question mark
It's a
for
big
me.
question mark. They need someone to catch the show. They could have utility. I'm not sure, but maybe it's about time you resume the you return the Oh, all right. That's good.
Okay,
That's good.
okay.
I was suggesting the Kaja, but this is much better. Natalia, YSS. Now,
Oh. Damage output wise, they kind of look like they're okay, but
there's
not
still
really.
one side lane open here for Execration. No, they will
Yep.
have. I thought it was a side lane for the Cho support, but no. What we will have is a side lane Cho, side lane Thams.
Yep, it's gonna be a classic Cho. For
Yeah,
a
it's a
change.
classic Cho.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. This might be brutal here for Blue Fire because once that Natalia receives any kick, any knock up,
Goodbye.
it'll be a big problem because, again, the side lane Cho compared to support Cho
It's
gets access access to items faster.
Yeah, very, very quickly. Plus, it does hurt. Like, it really
Yeah.
will hurt. You cannot gank it 1v1 for sure. You can't. It's gonna be very difficult for.
Right. Yeah, I will gamble on Blue Fire for this one.
All right.
Let us see. I'm backing on
see.
Kripzu. If Kripzu doesn't shine on this Hilda, which has been doing so in his previous games, then I think that's all of the cards available for Blue Fire.
All
So now let me put my bet on Blue Fire.
That's right. Blue Fire 1-1 here as we head into the game one of Blue Fire next Execration. We are going to be seeing a lot of early game skirmish, especially for E2 Max. He wants to go out and flex the wings of Farsa as soon as possible on the support role.
Look at
And
that.
they are going to go on 1 free, 1 funnel for hate,
Yeah.
obviously.
And Execration is actually just buying time here for Kripzu. Kripzu is doing what he can. But the problem is that leaves the times open and taking the buff. And now there goes the backup. Kripzu is taking a lot of attention.
Got it.
Curse of Crow goes for the stun. Come in, buys a Gitnu. Enough still for Kripzu to walk away. Still the first blood though, and we're able to get a catch onto that Natalia down for the backline. They're anticipating They're anticipating Unseen.
Dude, Sagitnu got the red. Got
Yeah.
the orange.
Yes,
the
yes,
Soul
yes,
of
yes.
Lava. That's
Yeah,
big.
he actually got the red very early
Yeah.
when Execration and Blue Fire was dueling in the mid.
And that's the power of their lineup, right? They can go hard early on.
Yeah.
And, you know, Blue Fire cannot do much about it except for just to tank it out with the Hilda, with that Gato Kacha. Because obviously, you can't rely on limbs for a long time.
And look at this. So, Heat will be getting a delayed purple buff that will be up within on the spawn time of the turtle.
Right.
So, right now, guys, Execration has the better control of this.
For sure. And they are also trying... Blue Fire, the good thing about Blue Fire is they're trying to answer it really quickly on the top lane, which is super slow, by the way, for
Yeah.
Kripsu. I don't think he's going to get this soon. And because of that, Itomax is actually going to be near, and they could contest this. They could still deny it.
Yeah.
Good thing about Blue Fire is they're also getting farm onto Chu.
Oh, look at that. Kripsu did try to mirror Sagitnu's invade of the orange buff. And look at the orange buff.
Yep.
It's still there.
It is still there. That's
So
still
there
gonna be
is
held.
an effective save there. Done by Etomax. Jump in onto Cho by Cho. Benecutie though gets deleted quickly. Done by the Yusin Shin into the front line. Chaknoob delivers the fight. And the Soul of Lava is still available for Sagitnu. He's going to be bringing a lot of pain down for Kripsu. And back up by Etomax. And that's it. Maximum damage into the face of Blue Fire. It's going to be extinguished by Execration.
Very much so. And Execration are now almost up by almost 1.4k gold. That is pretty big. They have to make sure that they can maintain that if they want to get ahead, though. Hate still not getting any kills, but we can still expect Chu to be really strong in this one despite all of that.
Yeah.
Because, again, the lineup was built to withstand damage.
Yes, yes.
It's built to withstand all this abuse from Execration until Chu can be super strong on the Yisun Shin.
Yes. But again, you got Hate.
Yeah,
Hate is not being delayed. Hate
Nope.
is not being delayed. The one who's denied of his early buffs was of Cho. And look at that. That is the early turtle we are talking about. That is just the first cycle of his buff. So upon spawn, Hate already knows that he can go for the turtle. This is masterful play coming in from Execration. Look at the great timer on the purple
man.
buff. So it's just, you know, very, very nice utilization of the buffs here by Execration. They did delay the first buff. So that's just in time onto the spawn of the turtle, and now they got their second buff, purple, to pack it in.
Yep, it's starting to look like they're doing it step by step, like objective to objective to objective.
Yeah.
You do this at this amount of minutes. You do the next one at 1 minute after, 30 seconds after. It looks very much more methodical than before.
Yes, and remember, Sagitnu is the one exploding in this game. You have to wait out for Benecutie.
That's right.
Benecutie, you know, again, I think he is my
More of a fighter.
he's
build.
my favorite player now from Execration. Very, very explosive.
Yeah. And that's on it again. This is more of a damage type. Show on the top lane though. Wow. Blue Fire are actually picking off a bit of a critical mistake.
And that was
there.
good. That was good.
Very good pickup.
Yeah, on Sagitnu finally shutting him down. 2-3 here.
And because of that, they kind of give Chu more leeway, more
Yes.
access to the
Yes.
jungle,
Yeah.
as well as ability to get that top lane tower.
Yes, and I kind of feel that into the mid game, Chu will still have more damage.
Yeah,
Right?
for
Will
sure.
still have more
for
damage.
Sure. Still
Again,
waiting.
late game might be onto the Claude, maybe, but right now, the YSS is a more streamlined scaling in this game.
Yeah, I would say the YSS would definitely, as long as the YSS doesn't get too many deaths.
Yes.
Just don't get too many deaths. You'll probably be fine. I wonder how their team can do that, as right now, E2Max being a little bit more aggressive will be pushed back by Unseen as well as Kripsu. And
Kripsu's
now,
overstaying.
Hate!
Yeah, he's going to be receiving a lot of damage onto Hate. That's Kripsu. Tried to flicker out, down for the last minute, onto the ledge, but still not going to be enough. Onto the side, Chaknu, Unseen. I think.
that's
I
going to
don't
hurt.
think Chaknu will go down here.
Yep.
Yeah. Rejuvenation is there.
Look at this guy. Like,
Of
just
course, classic.
standing there.
Yeah. TikTok.
Tough moments. And for the meantime, again, Turtle will go over the Execration once more, putting that goal lead up to 3,000. And now, bot lane is going to be pretty hard pressed. Like I said, Esmeralda's not going to last long against the FAMs for a long time.
Yeah, big struggle here for Limbs. And right now, clear pressure arrives from Execration side of Rockhart. And that's the problem. Lots of land to be flied for by Etomax.
Yeah, and E2Max feels like he's just doing his job right now, just controlling the lane. He doesn't care too much that they're not pushing. As long as Hate is getting all the buffs, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're doing well. They're getting all the jungle. What more can you ask for? Just hold out and wait for him to blow up. But the thing is, Chu is also doing the same.
Look at that. Perfect setup coming in from Chaknu. And also Benny QT kills the main carry here of Blue Fire. I don't know, so that is the answer of the Blue Fire. They were able to take the fire set down. Next would be of Chaknu. Maybe exchange that is 2 of 1 for 2. No,
Whoa.
they already did. Maybe 1 for 3. Here comes Benny QT. Still not gonna be enough. No firepower to actually knock down the armors of that Hilda.
That could have been more, but somehow Execration actually was not ahead in that fight.
Yes, yes.
They are
They
going
lost.
to suffer quite a big deficit, but you know, they're still ahead in gold a little bit. And this is what Blue Fire wants to do. They really want to just not die and maybe capitalize on mistakes by Execration, like right now. I think Hate went straight to the face of the Gatot Kacha. He got down, he got deleted before that fight even started.
Yes, and not to mention there's still a lot of damage that Creepzu can lay down. But he did attempt again on that orange buff one more time, but it's not gonna be Etamax that will greet him. This time it'll be of Sagitnu, Chaknu, along with Sagitnu, along with Hate. Now takes down not just Creepzu, but actually Secret. Big problem here. Limbs tries to back up onto Sagitnu with a counter at Inferno. Not gonna be enough. They're gonna kill on Tams.
Yep, and that is really starting to show what the battle plan is for Execration, right? It's all relying on Hate now.
All right.
Getting that trail buff is going to be big,
Yeah.
and now they will have the ability to just control the map even more.
Yes, and that officially opens up our mid-game. Ladies and gentlemen, turtle buff on to Hate. Also a double buff, all for Hate. Now, onto Unseen, along with Edamax, they're going to be securing, also denying that Letho and members of Execration will try to advance here onto the territories of Blue Fire. Blue buff, purple buff, secured by the members here of Execration. Creepzu receiving also a lot of hit down for Hate. Blazing duet, make that a duet as it is just not Creepzu. It's going to be Limbs that will be taken down. No, Hate will not commit. Body block done in by Chu. Chu here also kites back. Chaknu tries to chase down Benny Q. Goes for the split.
Yep, that's basically what you want to do, and it's a boom here for Execration, making advantage of course, their very mobile heroes to get around the map and then push where it hurts.
Big domination game here by Execration. I got 4K on the goal that they're handing out, not to mention the map control that they have. They only lost 1 turret here at the max. Down for the back line. No opportunity for Limbs to actually back up. And very interesting position by Unseen. Clearly, that is an Unseen threat. They're onto the purple buff.
That's right, for
by
sure.
the Natalia.
So what I like about Blue Fire right now is even though Execration obviously has so much map control, they are not going down. They're not dying. Despite the massive amount of damage from Itomax, they can still hold out on certain parts of the map for a long time.
And kind of feel that what Blue Fire wants is to really set up and I think acknowledge their win condition. If they want to at least take the wheel against Execration, they need to delete Hate. They need to utilize Unseen.
Yeah, there you go.
Unseen has been repositioning himself really on the backlines for the most part.
Hashtag delete the hate.
Yeah.
That can apply to so many things.
Yeah, it's totally applicable for 2020. Let's see here. Ladies and gentlemen, Unseen along with Creepzu stays onto the brush. Starting to become a chess game here as nobody is starting to move, but there is going to be the face check. One of the best actually to go for the face check. It would be of the Thams. But will the counter at Inferno? Counter at Inferno is just being held on by Sagitnu. Members of his Execration started for the Lord. This might be a big pivot point for Blue Fire.
If they're not careful, this actually can
Look at Hate.
This is going to be really big.
50%.
Now,
50%.
Hate is low.
Yeah, Hate is low. 50% onto the health of Hate here. That's going to be Limbs. He did miss his ult. What? Down for Sagitnu. Sagitnu, where is the counter at Inferno? And yeah, that is burned already. Onto the backline, very cutie. And they also got Unseen. Now this is Execration scene to be turned on against the Blue Fire. That will re-engage, delivers the gate onto the face of Grip. And that's only Limbs remaining. And also that turret in the mid lane. They can easily convert this one onto another inhibitor.
You know, I don't blame the Obs. It was a difficult fight for me to navigate. And now, Execration, they want to finish this as soon as possible. 10 minutes in, they're in the base.
Oh my God.
And it's a wipeout.
That was quick. And that was a perfect execution by Execration 1-0 as they take victory against Blue Fire.